opening us up, or are you?
Sure. Yeah, I opened last time, so.
Okay, I can do it.
It would have been Micky.
Would have been Mickey. Good evening, everybody. And by everybody, once again, I mean like the whopping 0 viewers. That's another topic for me to talk about. But anyways, welcome back to the No Versions podcast. This is episode 3. It feels like there's been more episodes, but in reality, it's only been 3.
Oh gosh, yeah.
It feels so weird because I still gotta edit. Wait, no, it's episode 4.
Okay.
Because episode 2 just went up today on YouTube, and I'm still finishing 3.
I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
I was like, "Only 3? God damn it!"
Official.
No,
only the third official.
It's the 4th because we had the first one with Micky, we had the pilot with Micky, and then number 2 was with Nathan, and then now it's number 4 with just us.
Yeah, the
cast grows smaller. Eventually, it's just gonna turn into one of us, and then we're just gonna have to bring someone on and interview them every week. We're gonna be like a conversation with the podcast.
At this point, we're probably just gonna have to find a 4th host because Mickey's gone half the time, so we at least have 3 people for trivia.
The thing is, I know Zach would probably talk, but I don't know if Zach would do a webcam, and I don't know if that would add or detriment to the podcast to have a faceless member.
I mean, I was thinking about maybe Nathan.
I think, yeah,
Nathan, good when he was
Nathan would be a good
It's addition. Just depends on his schedule if he really wants to do it every week.
Yeah, which I don't mind if we just have if we have like a on and off 4th host. Because that would at least add consistency to where we'd at least have almost 3 people guaranteed a week. And then 4 would be on and off.
And the Kahoot would be with 3
Kahoot
people.
Would be like wild. We'd actually have a full leaderboard.
That'd be cool.
All right, my first topic, Jerry. How have your views been going?
Oh, my views.
Like when you stream, how many viewers do you usually have when you stream? Aside from friends.
Oh, aside from friends?
Yeah.
Not very many. I mean, I have like 5 or 6 average viewers probably over the last month, but...
And are they all friends? Or how many of them aren't people you know?
It's hard to tell. So I definitely have some people that aren't, friends with me that watch. But not all the time.
I think
I was having some like dedicated viewers during some of those streams, but they haven't been here in a while. I did have one return who I'm not friends with. He was there in the previous stream, and he hadn't been there in a month. So that was pretty cool to see him again.
I think COVID, the era of lockdown and COVID views is going away. Because I've been seeing a lot of my streamer friends talk about that on Twitter, is talking about how like don't get discouraged if your views are going down. That's just part of it. COVID is wrapping up, and people are getting back to work. People are getting back to school, so you're not going to be getting as views. And that I have been feeling that pretty fucking hard. Basically, all my views were COVID views because the only other people that watched was like occasional friends. Is this house? Oh shit! Is that seriously not updated? Oh, hold on.
You didn't update your title.
I did update. Well, I emptied it out, but I didn't update it. Welcome, Zach. But yeah, like I was saying, most of my views were friends, and I had like 1 or 2. No, I had 2 or 3 people that would watch that I didn't know, but they've kind of gone away because of COVID.
Yeah, I think another problem is my schedule completely shifted since obviously I'm working like 7 a.m. to 3:30 instead of 3:30 to 9.
It's weird because the prime time to stream used to be during the day because everybody's home anyways, but now people are at work and school during the day. So it's weird to know when the good time to stream is, because it feels like too late at night. Everybody's gone to bed because they got to do stuff during the week.
Unless it's Among Us, apparently, because I mean that's when I was popping, which that could also be like COVID. But
yeah, I don't want to fucking play Among Us to get my views up. I want to play shit.
Well, I mean, I have not in forever. I mean, I'm kind of interested in playing with the 15 person thing, but that's also it's just gonna be too crazy with public lobbies. I just think it's gonna be even worse.
The only other thing that like gets me views anymore is single player games, and even that's sometimes iffy. Like Alan Wake was a good series for that. There was quite a few people that stopped in. Fucking, I think it was Horty. They came in the other day and I was playing Sea of Thieves with Nathan. He's like, "Yo, how you liking Sea of Thieves so far?" I'm like, "Oh, that's pretty good." He's like, "Sea of Thieves nuts fit in your mouth."
I think he did that to mine too.
I was like, that's a fucking good one. I love that one. I think that was like later in the stream, the same stream that Zach made me hijack someone's boat using channel points and then made me crash it into someone else's boat. Because I have a viewer's rewards called Crash the Boat. If you get 10,000 points while I'm playing a game, you can redeem it. And I have to crash the boat, whatever boat I'm driving. And the only one that was available was someone else's boat because we were stranded in the ocean. We took someone else's boat because they had to leave the boat to go do a mission underwater. And so I took the boat. He redeemed Crash the Boat. So I had to get back to an outpost so we can get our ship. And then I saw someone else's ship. Crashed into theirs, sank both ships, and he got a 2-for-1 deal.
Victory.
So
that's good value.
That was pretty good value. He was definitely happy with that one.
Yeah, no one would redeem that if I had that because everyone just wants to redeem the Skittles or the take a shot.
Dude, the Skittles is such a huge value deal.
Yeah, it's so cheap, dude.
How many bags do you have left, by the way?
I probably still have 8 or 9.
8 or 9 bags? God damn.
Dude, I know.
What are you going to do when you run out?
I'm not buying more. I think Jesse said he would buy more for me. I can't remember exactly, but I was like, oh, goddamn.
Zach says change it to $1 per Skittle. Make some money. That's what you should do, is you should rotate out to just different shitty candies.
Bean Boozled. I mean,
switch out to Bean Boozled for a little while, and then after that, swap out to the habanero sour gummies.
Yeah, that could work.
That could just be you could do shitty Skittles.
Yeah, I might do Bean Boozled at some point for sure. It would actually give me a break from the fucking Skittles. So
the thing about Bean Boozled is it has that little wheel that you spin, and so you could actually have a visual element of spinning the wheel.
Oh, true. Did they have that online or anything? Because I mean, that's you have to. It's a bigger thing of it, right? I don't want to buy a big thing. I'd rather just have a small one, and that's not going to come with the wheel.
Bean Boozled.
Spin the wheel. I'm sure someone actually has made it, or I could just do my own fucking wheel.
Well, there's not. Okay, so there's the spinner tin, which is $10, and that's the big one. But the other one's just a $5 box, and it's a small little box.
Yeah. I meant more is there one on a website where I can just click it?
Oh, hold on.
I'm sure there is, but also is
Bean Boozled spinner online. Here we go.
There's probably a way in OBS to have a random wheel spin as an element, right?
I'm sure you could probably do it. Okay, yeah, look, take the Bean Boozled challenge anywhere with the free new mobile app. Yeah, but the app, you can't capture an app. I mean, you can, but it's more trouble.
Put it up to the camera. I mean, yeah. I'm not too worried about it, though.
Here,
we'll get there when.
Oh,
I mean, I am tired of the Skittles, I will say.
Here you go. So there's the bad flavor Bean Boozled, and then there's Bean Boozled Fiery 5 challenge. And it's hot Bean Boozled.
Ooh. So they're not shit flavors, they're just hot, right?
Yeah,
let me see. What if they were hot and shit?
Or wait, maybe they're all just, I think every single one of them is hot.
What? Then how is that even I
don't know. Hold on, let me
Bean Boozled.
I'm gonna open up a box.
You're supposed to get bamboozled.
Hold on, let me find a box and see what other flavors there are. Because the hot flavors are habanero, Carolina Reaper, jalapeno, sriracha, and cayenne. So what other flavors are there?
They just taste like nothing.
It's literally just those 5 flavors. There's no.
So you.
Okay.
What do they look like? Do they look like they could be the other like beans? Do they look like normal jelly beans, like flavors that you can mix in or something? Like combine
here,
like a regular thing?
Let me sure. I'll stream it for you. Here it is. This is what it looks like.
Gosh. Oh gosh.
Yeah. So unless you could find colors that match that. That's kind of stupid that they wouldn't just.
Yeah, that's dumb.
I don't like that. That's boring. But yeah, then the regular. Let's find the regular Bean Boozled. Yeah, and it's the regular. Oh, actually, no. That would be too much work. They have like one bean in the Bean Boozled one that looks like one of the hot ones, and you could mix the hot ones into the Bean Boozled. Yeah,
they missed a big opportunity. I just don't understand how they could do this. Like, it's called Bean Boozled. You're supposed to, I mean, I guess technically you could give it and say, hey, here's a regular ass jelly bean. It's like they try it and it's hot. You technically bamboozle them with beans.
Yeah.
But still, that's like their entire thing is the randomness.
That's kind of disappointing that they didn't do more with that.
Which I guess some are going to be hotter than the others, but even, like, still.
Speaking of disappointing, Switch Pro announcement.
Yeah.
So I can't say I'm surprised that Nintendo isn't actually releasing a Switch Pro, that they're just doing a better screen, which honestly, they don't need to do the better screen. The screen is already very nice. Like, the display is already super good for what you get. So I don't get the point of making a new better screen Switch. And it kind of makes me upset that they clarify that your Joy-Cons will work with the new Switch, like implying that there's something different about the new Switch, when in reality it's just a better fucking screen. Obviously your controllers are going to work with something that just has a better screen. It'd be one thing if it's an entirely different console.
I mean, they would get shit on immensely if it didn't, so.
As Zach said, it's the old Mr. Krabs motto. I like money.
Yeah, just fucking $50 extra dollars.
I guess the other good feature that they're adding is Ethernet, but even still, that's.
Their online infrastructure is shit anyways.
Exactly. What's the point of giving us access to better internet if your online features fucking suck?
Yeah, and the Ethernet port should have just been there for the Switch. I don't understand how they could put out, like, the Wii U. I mean, it has online shit, and then you have to buy that stupid adapter, bro. Why do you need that adapter? They could just put an Ethernet port on it. They make the Switch. They still don't put a fucking Ethernet port on it.
And there's plenty of fucking room on the dock.
Yeah. It's like, oh god, dude. Nintendo.
Nintendo's literally fucking stupid. I hate Nintendo so much.
Yeah, we talk about them and play their games.
I don't even fucking play their games anymore. The only game I'm thinking about going back to play is Breath of the Wild on Master Mode, because I still need to beat Master Sword Trials. I need to do that on stream sometime.
So Logan, you still can't play like Nintendo games online, right?
At last attempt, no. Micky and I were trying to port forward stuff, so I might try that again soon, because I want to play Splatoon, because I like Splatoon.
I mean, I don't even really want to do this. I don't want to spend the money, but I would be interested in playing Mario Golf online.
It looks so fun. Mario Golf.
Yeah. I heard it's like probably pretty limiting. Like, it's probably like Mario Party where you don't get that many hours before you get bored. And
I was watching, have you seen the Donkey video yet on Mario Golf?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. He's like, no one thinks I can make this shot, and he's like 5 feet away with a driver, and he nails it. It hits the flag, goes up and in.
Mm-hmm.
I would have shit myself playing against him online.
Yeah,
It's
and
like,
then
how the fuck did you make that shot?
Lawrence, Bruce, and Alana, all formerly of Funhouse. Well, Alana's kind of in it, but not really.
I think she's officially former, isn't she? She works at Sony now.
Yeah, I think she still does occasional. Yeah, I guess she is former then. I think she still does occasional videos with them, but
so she just guest stars.
They did a drunk stream, which was basically like the Funhouse drunk streams that we'll probably never see again. Sadly.
Well, that's the thing now is Funhouse just takes a new form. That's what I've started to interpret this as is they wanted to keep Funhouse going, but they didn't like being part of Rooster Teeth anymore. And so they all left because by leaving they can do their solo stuff, but at the same time they can collaborate and do the stuff that they liked doing before.
True. It'd still be cool to have James and Elise with them. But
I mean, technically they could.
Like they could. I just don't think that they would have. I don't think they'd have time. I don't think they'd have time to do it.
Yeah, they really wouldn't. And that's the other thing is I'm kind of hoping James and Elise decide to just hand the reins.
It seems like that could happen
because it's God. I haven't kept up with Rooster Teeth in so long because I just don't give a shit about that company anymore. Like. The only people I liked was Bernie Burns. Bernie up and left because he doesn't. I guess he just decided it was time to dip and do his own thing. I still like Gavin, but Gavin's always going to be there because, I mean, that's a free livelihood. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't even have a citizenship yet, which is the longest fucking thing.
Oh.
I like the guys at Funhouse. They're all gone now, so I don't really give a shit about that. I liked some of the guys in animation. Miles Luna. I liked him, and then he's gone now, so don't give a shit about Rooster Teeth animation anymore.
Yeah. The only thing I care about is Space Jam, which during the summer I don't listen to it as much because I'm actually working with people. But during the school year, when I'm working by myself, bro, I'm gonna be listening to Space Jam every time to do a new episode, which is every fortnight, bro. It's a fortnight podcast.
Every 2 weeks?
It's every 2 weeks, yeah.
Nice.
It's really good. You need to.
I need to get it.
It's pretty funny.
Another podcast because the only one I listen to right now is the official podcast and ours because I have to edit ours.
Yeah.
But fucking yeah. And speaking of which, I have a way to get ours on Spotify. I just need to get to it. So there's a website called Anchor that you can use because what you need is a website that hosts your podcast so you can get an RSS feed and then you get the RSS feed to Spotify and they'll put it on there. So Anchor does all that shit for free. So that's how I'm going to do is I'm going to host it on Anchor and put it up on Spotify. I think that might help with listenership, viewership.
Yeah.
Because YouTube requires
hopefully we can pull them in.
Yeah, because YouTube requires you to sit there and watch it unless you have YouTube Red, and no one fucking pays for YouTube Red.
Yeah. It's kind of sad. Sad but true.
Alright, now more Nintendo shit. So you know more about this than I do. This is going to be me offering my commentary for the Smash people that didn't get confirmed. They got deconfirmed, basically. There's no fucking way in hell these guys are coming.
You know why, right? You know what caused them. You know what? You know the deal, right? I don't think you do, actually. I don't think you realize.
Didn't Sakurai, talk about it?
He deconfirmed them, but it's something they've been doing for a while, It's they're Mii costumes.
Oh, so that's what he did? Was he announced Mii costumes? Yeah.
They did their Mii costume reveal, and those were the 4.
Oh, I actually do remember this now. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking, man, all of this would be, a couple of those would be good additions. Because I remember the Dante costume. I just don't remember. Yeah. I don't remember the other ones.
So yeah, during the Kazuha, is that how you say his name? Kazuha? I don't know. The Tekken guy, not Heihachi.
If it's it's Kazuya.
Kazuya. Yeah. So during Sakurai's like explanation of the character / showcase of Kazuya, they always do the Mii costume stuff at the end. They always show him off.
Mm-hmm.
We had like Cuphead and Sans, Vault Boy from Fallout. So this time, they went for it on this one. This one is I'm sure it has like more characters that people care about than like any of the other Mii costume reveals. Especially the fact that, dude, Dante was like, everyone was like hyping up Dante. I didn't ever think he had a chance.
Yeah,
I was like,
because I don't
think so, man.
Was there ever a Devil May Cry game on the Nintendo consoles?
I don't know. I know they recently did first 3 at some point.
I don't remember them ever
Switch.
being on the consoles.
Yeah, I don't know for sure, but they are now. And so yeah, that I kind of wish I was. I could have woke up and streamed it. I think that would have been kind of funny. I just didn't care about Kazuya to watch it stream, and I didn't think the Mii costumes would be even good.
I'm just now.
Yeah.
Isn't he the? No, he's not the last. There's one more, isn't there?
There's one more. We'll talk about that after we after we talk about these other ones. Which I mean, none of these were characters that I thought were going to get in. Dante, Shantae, Dovahkiin from Skyrim, and Lloyd Irving from Tales of Symphonia.
Dovahkiin, I'd be surprised. Lloyd Irving, I've never even heard of. Dante, I thought would have a chance just because of the kind of fans that play this game. And then Shantae, I expected them to absolutely do.
As an actual character?
Yeah, I would not be surprised if they chose Shantae just because she's just a weird, wacky, quirky character.
But that's like more of an indie character, though, right? So
I mean, yeah, that would be the perfect thing. That'd be like one of their first
they already
indie characters.
They had like Steve. I was thinking more like that's kind of like which they're owned by Microsoft now. But
Steve's not. I was gonna say Minecraft's not even remotely indie anymore. It's been it's been a household name for years.
I just didn't think they would do Shantae. I thought they might do a Mii costume, which they did, and this is actually like one of the good ones too. It's like the Sans and Cuphead where they actually changed the model, not just the costume. It's a full body nude, not really half nude Shantae. Anyways, yeah, it comes with a song.
The hentai Shantae skin.
Well, you can mod your Switch and you can do it. Most likely.
I should do a modded Breath of the Wild. Big old titty.
Does Nintendo take down like Twitch streams of people playing modded versions of their newer games?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna look into it because I've seen YouTube videos and
yeah. There's YouTube videos for sure. So I don't think I've ever seen someone. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen someone stream a Switch game, for the Switch, that's modded. I don't think I've seen anyone stream that. Which I mean, also part of it is because you got to jailbreak your Switch. You wouldn't really want to jailbreak your Switch unless you have an extra one.
The people that mod, they usually do emulators. So that's. Nintendo slays the threat from modded Nintendo. Okay, nah, these are old.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they do. I would not be surprised. Right now I'm seeing they're taking down videos for modding the Game & Watch. The new Game & Watch thing that came out.
Come on. Nintendo really?
Yeah, Nintendo's taking down people's videos on how to mod and hack the Game & Watch system that they just re-released.
Shout out Kaz. He says, there's been professional players who stream and have modded their Switches, I believe. What's up, Kaz? It's been forever.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be surprised if they're modding the Switch. I don't know, and I guess even more so if they emulated. I don't know. It's weird. I hate that Nintendo's so against modding. They're such a piece of shit company. That's why I don't hate Bethesda as much because they also embrace the modding. Like there was a point where they started like. Do you remember? Did you ever play Fallout 4 on the PS4?
No, I watched you play it.
Because at one point,
not even the campaign, just you playing. You were building your houses and shit.
Because at one point they brought back, they like introduced a mod hub, and when you played the game, they actually like allowed viewers or gamers to submit mods that they made, and you could download them on the hub, and you could mod on PS4, and that was fucking sick.
Kaz also says Konami is worse than Nintendo.
Konami?
I mean, sure.
Konami is, in fact, pretty fucking shitty. I'll get to that once we get to the card game section of this podcast. I've now started to learn that I hate Konami as a card game company, and I can show you a couple of reasons why. But we'll get to that.
I didn't even realize Konami did one of your card games. What?
Konami makes Yu-Gi-Oh.
Talk about. Holy shit!
Did you not know that?
No, I didn't.
Because that's something that I'd always known Konami as Yu-Gi-Oh, as the maker of Yu-Gi-Oh. I had totally forgotten that Konami actually makes games. I don't know why I'd like disassociated that somehow.
Okay. That's crazy to me.
It's one of those things where you know something as one thing and then find out that they're another thing and you only know them as the... It's like seeing an anime for the first time and then watching another anime with the same voice actor. And like, you know that character is that person, but anytime you watch the other show, you're just like, I just keep thinking of that one anime. Like if I watch Dragon Ball Super, the movie with Vic Mignogna as the voice of Broly, I would just immediately, Edward Elric would come to my head. I would immediately think of that.
Oh, cool.
Because that's who he voiced, and that was my first exposure to him. It's kind of like watching Blue Exorcist, and you're like, nope, that's Kirito. I don't know. I'm off on a tangent now. But yeah, fucking I'm assuming Nintendo would take down modded stuff, and that's a shame because I kind of want to do it. Well, also, hold on. I don't have my bag with me, but I could show a big fuck you to Nintendo. So Lisa went to a garage sale not too long ago, and she found this lady was selling these little booklets, and it was a booklet full of bootleg amiibo cards. So it's NFC cards that people will download the amiibo file for, and they'll port it onto that card.
Yeah.
And fucking you'll tap it to your thing and it works like an amiibo. And so I have every single Zelda amiibo on a card.
Nice.
Well, on cards that I can use to get stuff in game. Fuck you, Nintendo. And the reason why people did that is because there was items that you could get using one of the amiibos, but you couldn't get it legally because the amiibo doesn't exist. And so the only way to get it was to make your own amiibo card. And so, fuck you, Nintendo. I'm pretty sure they still haven't even... I don't even know if they've released that. If they've even released that amiibo.
It wouldn't surprise me if they haven't.
Because they have the Majora's Mask amiibo, but I don't think they ever released the one that actually gives you the specific stuff that I'm thinking of. Yeah, it pissed me off.
Anyways, I'll probably buy all 4 of those Mii costumes. I think they're interesting.
You got to get the Shantae one for sure. I'm gonna main the Shantae characters.
Actually, the one I'm least interested is in Dante for some reason. Maybe it's just because I don't care about Devil May Cry. I don't even care about
Dante.
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's like everyone's gonna buy that one probably. I might as well just buy Shantae, Dova King, and Lloyd Irving. Lloyd Irving is actually kind of cool. I mean, he's got dual swords, but not in the game unless you pick up a sword. But I mean, yeah, he seems like a cool guy. He seems like an interesting character, actually.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I heard his name a lot.
Weird question. What? Do you remember how many Sonic Seltzers there were?
8.
8? Okay. because we'll get to that in a second. Continue your topic. I'm working on my idea for the tier list.
Like, I don't know if I'd ever play Tales of Symphonia, but Lloyd Irving seems like a cool character, and a lot of people seem to want him. I was pretty sure he wasn't getting in. Like, literally none of these characters I thought were actually going to. Like, the most that had a chance would have been Dante to me, but like Shantae, I didn't think so. I was thinking me costume. I didn't think we'd get a Skyrim me costume. That was weird. Lloyd Irving, like, I've heard him like talked about so much that I figured he could get a me costume, but not be a character. But yeah, we should talk about what character we think will be the last one, even though we don't have Micky. And which we talked about this before when we predicted what would be this character, and it was freaking Tekken.
Honestly, at this
go over it
point,
again.
I have no idea what the last character will be. Like, every announcement so far has been a complete left hook for me. Like, every character I can pull. Hold on. I'm going to pull up.
Do you guys know about the amiibo rarities nowadays? No. They're super rare now?
Do they have different rarities? Because I know that some
there's-
of them are fucking harder to get than
I mean, I never thought about that.
Fighters Pass.
But I
1 and 2.
guess
Okay.
it's possible.
Yeah. All right. All the left hooks that I never fucking saw coming. Min Min. Never saw Min Min coming. I kind of expected what's that game even called?
Arms?
Arms. I was kind of expecting an Arms character because it's a new IP, but I didn't.
Well, the thing is, they did Springman as a me costume like before Ultimate came out, so that had a lot of people thinking it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah,
or maybe it was.
That's part of the reason
Yeah.
why I thought that we weren't going to get one, because I was like, well,
Yeah.
they did a costume. Steve, I was absolutely expecting Steve because he's one of the ones people were wanting. Sephiroth, complete fucking left hook.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting that because they'd already added a classic Final Fantasy character, which is Cloud. Everybody knows Cloud.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping they would have done Noctis
Sora.
from 15.
Oh, or yeah.
As
Noctis,
if they were going to do another Final Fantasy character, I was hoping they'd do Noctis. Pyra and Mithra, not exactly
Yeah.
not exactly expected.
That was also an unexpected one because that's Xenoblade 2, right?
Which yeah, and I don't blame them for doing, because nobody wants another fucking Fire Emblem character, and Xenoblade is a very popular series. I know Zach loves Xenoblade, so they were a pretty
Xenoblade
good choice.
2. Who's the? Oh, wait, what's the name of the Xenoblade 2 main character? The dude. Because he was a me costume. He was definitely the me costume that Sakurai was like, sorry, we couldn't get this in time to make him a character, like right before the game came out or something.
Rex, that's his name.
Rex. Oh yeah.
Which in Breath of the Wild they did a promotion thing for Xenoblade 2, and they gave you his outfit. You could go and get his outfit, and it had like special bonuses, like you could swim faster in water because I guess he's like a diver or something. And then
Dang, 3 times the bots in my chat. Go on.
And then Fighters Pass 1, let's talk about left hooks in there. Hero, never expected Dragon Quest, even though Dragon Quest has been on Nintendo for like ever. It's one of those things, it's a Square Enix game, and it's kind of like the Kingdom Hearts thing where their games are always on Nintendo consoles, but I didn't actually expect them to make an appearance in Smash.
Yeah, Dragon Quest was heavily rumored though, so I wasn't too surprised when Hero happened.
Well, yeah, because he got data mined, and they were talking, and like all the files were very heavily pointing towards him. Joker,
but then,
left hook, never saw Joker.
Oh, wait, you're
coming.
going out of order. I realized.
Yeah, I'm going out of order.
I thought you were about to say
going random order.
I thought you were about to say Banjo, which I was like, in that same direct, it was E3.
No,
At
Banjo.
the very end,
Banjo. I'd be more surprised if they never did Banjo.
Yeah.
Was he ever in any of the games, or is he actually a new addition
of Smash?
Yeah,
No, he wasn't in Smash before.
Okay, because I was trying to remember why he was such a big deal.
Well,
it's because he wasn't in Smash.
Old Nintendo property, and then Rare was a Nintendo property at some point, and then Rare branched off. No, that doesn't sound right. Anyways, I mean, Banjo was on Nintendo 64 exclusively, maybe
Yeah,
back in the day, and then
it was an old game.
Yeah, and then they went to Xbox only. Yeah. Anyways, I was pretty surprised. That was a cool reveal because it was the very end of the E3 Direct after they had Hero like towards the beginning.
Terry's another one I didn't see coming.
Yeah, also didn't really know him.
Byleth
These fighting games, bro.
Byleth
was disappointing.
Was just angry. I was like, why would you give me another fucking Fire Emblem character? What's wrong with you?
Nintendo.
Hate Nintendo so fucking much. Let's see.
This is when we could really use Micky.
Yeah, I know. Micky would have some. I'm still just gonna say Sora. I'm gonna hope for Sora. Even if they didn't do Sora, they could do the Final Fantasy character they basically made for Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't see it happening. I'm praying for Master Chief.
Master Chief would be cool. I still don't think he's possible, bro.
But I don't know why they would do it, because Master Chief literally doesn't exist in Nintendo properties.
It would be an FPS rep, but even still.
Yeah, the problem
I just don't think it's happening.
The problem is just that it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense.
I'm holding out for Phoenix Wright. I think he's a really cool character. I really like Ace Attorney. I want him really bad. I'd be fine with Crash, but I don't think everyone would be fine with Crash.
He'd be weird. Ace Attorney would be a super weird.
Yeah,
super weird pick.
That's why I think it'd be cool, though.
I just don't know.
I mean, he was in that other. Well, he was in the Marvel vs. Capcom. One of them.
Yeah, but what would his attacks be?
I don't know. Look at Marvel vs. Capcom. We'll see his moves. I mean, but it would just be so cool to have all the sounds, dude. Rare was owned by Microsoft after a while. That's why some Banjo and Kazooie spin-offs were exclusively on Xbox. Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
I would say, Thanks, Rare is Microsoft because they make Sea of Thieves.
Microsoft bought it. Yeah.
Which, God, such a fucking good game.
What a classic.
I think my tier list is going to end up looking pretty shitty. Because I have my plans for making the tier list. That's what we're gonna do instead of the trivia segment. Is it's gonna be me photoshopping up my tier list.
What other? Dude, there's a decent chance it's just freaking Pokemon. Just imagine, it's just another Pokemon character.
I can actually see that because because Arceus Legends comes out later this year, and so does Diamond and Pearl remaster or remake.
Ooh. Do you think a different Pokemon trainer?
That would be cool.
Do you think they do that?
That would be cool, but it would also wouldn't make sense because there's already a Pokemon trainer. Maybe a skin, but I don't see the point in adding a new trainer because they fight the exact same way. The only difference would be they have different Pokemon.
Well, I'm guessing it would be significantly different.
Well, the only difference would be the
Pokemon.
The Pokemon they use. That'd be the only difference.
Well, you give the Pokemon different moves, technically. In
theory.
But
at the end of the day, it's still Pokemon.
Yeah.
And people would be...
I mean, that's the only way I would even be fine with getting a Pokemon, honestly.
Yeah.
If they're gonna do it, they gotta give us like 3 Pokemon.
Yeah,
I don't know. It could just not be a Pokemon character. I think Fire Emblem it's not going to be another Fire Emblem character. I think it's impossible. There's no way Nintendo would end 2 different fighter passes with Fire Emblem characters in a row. Like that would piss off so many people.
Do you think people would like even spend money if they did that? I mean, I guess they've already spent the money. But do you think people would demand for refunds? Imagine we
Dude.
see like a Cyberpunk scenario where they ask for their money back and then they have to take the fighter's pass off the store because of so much backlash.
You can't, bro. No way. It's not happening.
I think Nintendo needs to learn from Sony because they're both Japanese companies and Sony clearly knows what they're doing way better. They need to start following Sony's example.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not happy with Nintendo. It's going to take a lot for me to be happy with Nintendo again.
At least they gave us WarioWare, which was still kind of not what I wanted because I kind of wanted 4-player multiplayer like competitive, but whatever.
Nope, just co-op.
Yeah.
And then Metroid 5.
Damn it.
Good old Metroid 5.
Yeah.
Speaking of new releases, I can't believe nobody told me that Black Widow wasn't already out and that I just didn't miss it. And then it is coming out later this week or next week.
Well, I mean, it's out now.
Oh, it is out now?
Yeah, it came out. It technically came out last night, probably.
Because like a couple months ago, there was so much coverage for it. There's so many fucking trailers and stuff. And usually when that many trailers comes out, it's like launches soon. And I was like, okay, I guess I don't really give a shit about this movie. I guess I'll just watch it when it goes cheap or something. But
yeah, which will never.
I had no idea that it hadn't even come out yet.
It'll be on Disney Plus without spending the $30 or whatever in probably like 2 years or 8. Well, I don't know.
It's a long fucking time to wait for it.
Yeah.
I just really don't care that much about Marvel anymore. Which Micky says I need to because eventually
it's still going to be good.
Eventually we're going to get around to Galactic. Good. I'm just kind of burnt out on superheroes.
I know.
The only superhero series I care about is Invincible right now. And that's just because it's, I don't know, it's slightly different. I'll forever watch Spider-Man. I've said that 1,000 times. I'll watch Spider-Man, but I don't give a shit about Black Widow. It's not like there's going to be a sequel. She's fucking dead.
Yeah. By the way, I'm pretty sure there's probably a Spider-Man tease in the post-credits of Black Widow.
Yeah, but am I going to watch Black Widow just to see the Spider-Man tease? I'll just wait for the clip online, which I'm sure there's already
I mean, it's probably already out.
I'm going to Google
wait,
it right now.
Wait. Actually, don't say it, though. Don't say it, though. That was only me, because I've heard stuff about potentially there being Spider-Man.
I'm just going to Google if there's an end credit scene in Black Widow.
There's definitely going to be an end credit scene. Like, there's... I'd be pretty surprised.
This is the title I would love to see for an article. Post-credit scene explained.
Okay, well, yeah. That's the easiest confirmation you can get that there's one.
Let's see.
I mean, there could be 2 as well. I mean, it's been so long. The last freaking Marvel movie was Spider-Man. When did that come out?
That came out like 2 years ago.
Like 2019. Right?
Yeah, it was 2 years ago. It was like summer 2 years ago.
Oh, it was summer 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were going to have that hiatus, and then COVID made the hiatus into a super hiatus.
Yeah, June 26th last year.
Or no, you mean 19?
Or 2019. Yeah, 2 years ago. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, they kind of blend in. Kind of feels like it was last year.
Uh-oh. Okay, so...
What?
Do you want a spoiler? Do you want a spoiler for the end credit scene?
I mean, I don't really want specifics.
Don't want specifics? No. Okay, so... Really.
I wouldn't be surprised
I'm gonna not spoil who it is, but I'm gonna spoil the scene because it's already. So you know that there's gonna be.
Some of our viewers might not want to hear it though. I don't know.
I'm not gonna say what happens, but it basically that there's a Hawkeye series coming out, right? The end credit scene of this movie basically shows who the villain is going to be for the Hawkeye series.
Interesting. Okay.
Which for some people that might give an idea of who it is. For me, no fucking clue. I don't have any fucking idea.
Yeah, if it's like, I don't know how many people would know. I don't know any like classic Hawkeye villains.
So it's going to set up a villain for the. It's going to set up a villain for the Hawkeye movie.
Do we see Kate Bishop?
Do we see Kate Bishop? I'm going to look. I don't see. No.
Dang. I like her actress. She's cool.
Yeah.
She was in Bumblebee.
It says suspected villain for Hawkeye, and that's the end credit scene.
Okay. Well,
but yeah, there is supposed to be a Spider-Man teaser soon.
I've seen a teaser soon, so not necessarily related to it.
Because they've already released the name, which is No Way Home.
Yeah, I mean it's the only. I guess I shouldn't have expected an end credit scene for Spider-Man, but I thought it'd be like the most related to it. I guess
the teaser was back in February.
I don't even remember that. Well, maybe there's a is there a new teaser.
Now that I see it, I do remember.
They don't have a trailer yet. That's the only one without a trailer.
No, it's just the teaser.
Eternals and Shang-Chi.
So they had Tom walk into a room with Zendaya and what's the other guy's name?
Wait, do you mean his friend?
The guy that plays Ned.
I don't know the guy who played Ned. Name.
Hold on. I'm going to look it up. I don't want to disrespect this man. Jacob Batalon.
Okay.
So it's Jacob Batalon, Tom Holland, Zendaya. They were all in a room, and he walks in. He's like, "Dude, we gotta."
Zendaya. I say Zendaya. Is it? I think it's Zendaya.
I'm just gonna say Zendaya. Zendaya, Jacob, Tom. They walked into a room. They're like, "Guys, we gotta come up with a name for the next Spider-Man movie." And they walk by a whiteboard, and it has all these different names. Yeah. They have one that's circled and it says "No Way Home."
So that's the teaser you're talking about. I remember that because I think each of them posted like a fake reveal or the title reveal.
Yeah, they did, and then they eventually came out with an official teaser.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
But damn, yeah, I'm excited for that.
I recall. Yeah,
I'm definitely excited for the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good, especially if we're getting the actual, multiverse level crossovers that have been rumored. Have you seen Andrew Garfield be like interviewed about it? He's like, no, they haven't talked to me about it. It seemed like I haven't seen it. It's pretty funny, honestly. It seems like if he is in it, we'll look back on it and he's like, yeah, this dude is not a good liar.
I've seen a bunch of articles talking about like, I can't wait for them to release a trailer so we can finally stop hearing people speculate whether or not Tobey Maguire is coming back.
No, the thing is, they might not even put that in the trailer.
The other thing is, I personally don't think they're bringing Maguire back. Because there's a lot of reasons, and if you're gonna say something, please come to the microphone and not scream from the back of the room.
I could not understand what you said.
Yeah, nobody can hear her. The audio is not strong enough for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I watched a video not too long ago talking about why Tobey Maguire hasn't been in the spotlight for a long time. Part of it's because people said he was kind of hard to work with, and that he's also kind of he's had like issues in the past, and now he directs movies. He does directing and producing. He doesn't actually do acting anymore. And he's had problems in the past.
They worked with Gwyneth Paltrow for like forever, and she seems like a crazy person and kind of an asshole.
I mean, yeah, but it's just I don't think it's very likely that he's going to be back. Garfield, I can see being back, but I don't think Toby will be back.
Speaking of Spider-Man, I'm just now watching all these Bully Maguire memes.
Oh, the ones where they edited him into different.
Yeah.
I fucking love those. Those are so good.
Dude, have you seen the one where he's on Family Feud? It's fucking hilarious.
You'll have to post the link for me in chat later.
Dude, you'll absolutely have to watch it. It's like name something that like creaks or something, and it has like the part in Spider-Man 2 where he falls off the building and hurts his back. I think that was Spider-Man 2, right?
Yeah.
Is that the line? Okay, he's like,
it's the one where
back.
It's the one where his powers go away for like a little bit during the movie.
Yeah, I think that was too.
And it was in 2.
I couldn't remember if there was something in Spider-Man 3 where he got pissed and said, "My back." I don't know. But anyways, you know how in Spider-Man 3 the dude is asking for rent?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like,
"You forgot to mention where that's my problem." You get your rent money when you fix this damn door.
Yeah. So one of the questions in the Family Feud, it's like Fast Money too. The answer he gives is "this damn door" or something. It's hilarious, but yeah.
My other favorite is where they edited him into fighting Thanos with the shield and hammer. So fucking good. I love it.
Oh gosh.
Speaking of Family Feud, I like the one where it's Harvey and he goes to the board and he goes, "Oh," and then it turns over and the board says "kill." I don't know. I'd have to find a specific meme. It's hard to explain, but it's fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, Pizza Time.
Oh yeah,
that's a classic, bro.
I see that one all the fucking
those
time.
movies have so many good like one-liners and shit.
It's got so many good clips. Like, have you ever gone on YouTube and just watched the clips?
Oh yeah, okay. So I watched a video. It's like every time Spider-Man jokes, in like all of the movies, like even like the newer ones, and I was just like watching the Amazing Spider-Man clips where he's joking. I was like, dude, Garfield was a really good Spider-Man.
Yeah, he was.
Like,
I don't know why. I really don't know why people didn't like those movies that much.
Like, it literally shows. Yeah, it shows every like joke from like Amazing Spider-Man 1 and that, and I was like, why did I think this was an okay movie? This movie looks badass if you're only watching the Spider-Man scenes.
That was like, kind of my problem with Holland, is that they didn't have that many like jokes during the fights. They only had like a couple. And it wasn't during like the majority of the movie.
Yeah, maybe we'll get more in the next one.
I don't know. It was weird for me. I have a lot of weird problems with Spider-Man. The only problem I had with Tobey is that I know Peter Parker is supposed to be like nerdy and awkward, but he was like adult awkward, which was weird. Garfield Spider-Man was perfect. He had the dorky down. He had the quips, but he was like also kind of creepy in a way. Like, he was also kind of creepy.
He was creepy in that first movie for sure.
Tom Holland to me was too young, because I'm pretty sure Peter didn't like canonically didn't get his powers in high school like this Peter did. I'm pretty sure he got them like he might have gotten them in high school. I'm pretty sure he got them more towards college. And then when Spider-Man PS4 came out, I think he was my favorite all-time Spider-Man, because it was kind of like a more mature Spider-Man, like years after he'd gotten his powers, like he's done it forever. And I was like, okay, well, this is like the mature Spider-Man. He still doesn't have everything together, but as far as like personality and like social skills goes, he's like developed. He's a developed Spider-Man. And then they did the design change and they totally reversed that and they made him look like a fucking 12-year-old again. And I was like, it doesn't make sense to make him look this young, because he's like 27 in the game and he's like older and he's done Spider-Man forever. He's not like a fucking kid anymore. It was a weird design choice for me.
Anyways, my favorite Spider-Man was Drake Bell before, all the shit went down. Rest in peace, man. Why'd he have to do it? The fact that he was in superhero movie and then they allowed him to voice Spider-Man in like the animated, which it may have been around the same time. I don't know what came first, but man, superhero movie. Now that I think about it, superhero movie was pretty funny.
It was just a rip off of the Tobey Maguire movie.
Yeah, and it also had like some other stuff too, like other superhero movies. I think amongst like the movies, like Scary Movie, etc. That was definitely like the best one.
It was
because
what's that old guy with the white hair that plays his uncle in the movie?
Oh, the guy from Airplane.
Because he's in tons of movies like that.
Oh yeah, he
humor.
was in those classic ones. Yeah,
because he's in a lot of the scary movie ones. That's basically his forte, is movies like that where he plays like a totally serious character that just does stupid shit. Like
he was a Naked Gun
wasn't
guy
Kevin
as
Hart
well.
wasn't Kevin Hart in that movie?
Kevin Hart was he was pretty funny in that.
Because I forgot about that. Yeah, he gets shot.
He's shot with a staple gun.
Yeah, because he accidentally shoots a staple gun. He actually accidentally shoots a nail gun at Drake, and he catches it. He's like, "Whoa!" He's like, "Oh, I just caught it.
It's pretty easy.
It's pretty easy." And he's like, shoots Kevin. No, it's not easy.
Gosh, I kind of want to rewatch that movie. Even with Drake Bell being a
fucking pedophile.
Level. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, it was like a 13-year-old? Or is that what it was?
Yeah, it was a 13-year-old. No, it was a 15-year-old. But
yeah,
but
that's terrible, bro.
But what was even worse about it is that he'd known her for years before that. Like he met her as a young girl at one of his concerts. That's going to be another topic that we don't have planned, but I want to talk about. What the fuck is wrong with celebrities? The second you're famous, people instantly start fucking kids. What is it about stardom? Kyle fucking Massey, Corey in the house.
Yeah.
Receiving and receiving nudes from children.
God damn it.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
They get like in their head that they're like so bigger than anything, so they can do anything, I guess.
And apparently, I don't know why they think, oh hey, now I can finally fuck kids.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with people? And fucking, they let Cosby out. Cosby's out of jail.
Gosh, dang.
And Chris Hansen is going to jail. What kind of reverse timeline do we live in?
Wait, Chris Hansen's going to jail?
Not for anything like bad like that, but it still just cracks.
Oh God.
It still just cracks me up that he's going to jail.
Oh,
like just think of it. The pedophiles and rapists are getting let out of prison, and the guy that used to fucking crack down on that is being sent to jail.
It's like when the guy that started the Coney 2012 thing, like, got caught doing like cocaine or something, and like banging chicks or something. I don't remember.
Oh my God, fucking yeah.
Classic.
So Chris Hansen's going to jail because he did something, and he was supposed to show up in court, and he didn't show up for court, so they arrested him, and he got sent to jail for that.
Damn.
So I don't know. And then EDP. Eat That Pussy 445. Did you ever know who that was?
No.
He was a weird YouTuber, and he was people mainly used his clips for jokes. Like, have you ever heard the "Good evening, Twitter, it's your boy Eat That Pussy 445"?
I feel like I have, yeah.
Okay, because that was like a funny clip for like the longest time. People always shared his clips, and then he got caught. Or he got baited actually by someone posing as a 12-year-old he tried to go have sex with this 12-year-old, and they baited him out, kind of like fucking To Catch a Predator style, and caught him on video and stuff. So that was another thing. But fucking yeah, I don't know what's going on with celebrities. We live in this weird timeline where I don't know. I just hate it. I don't understand. I'm just waiting for the next person to get caught.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out who of my old childhood heroes I can love. Who was the guy that played Hannah's brother on Hannah Montana?
Jason Earls.
I'm waiting for him. If something comes out against him, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yeah, I don't think that would happen. He was already. Well, I mean, that could just mean he was already. He was like old.
Or the guy that played the older brother on Wizards of Waverly Place.
Nah,
Justin Russo.
There's no way.
If Justin Russo,
imagine my entire NBA 2K career is over if David Henry gets fucking
David
Me
Henry.
Dude / caught being a pedo.
If Dylan or Cole Sprouse, something comes out against them. If something ever came out against them, I would actually end myself.
Yeah, but I would be legitimately devastated.
I wouldn't know who to look up to.
Yeah,
it just blows my mind. I'm tired of finding people that I looked up to as a kid or watched their shows come out and turns out they're like fucking pedophiles.
Yeah.
It's kind of how I feel watching
Sucks.
like old Nick stuff now with like the Dan Schneider jokes about how he likes feet.
Yeah. I mean, there's no actual proof of Dan Schneider. I would actually say that
Except for the
only thing
fact
that's
that
really been proven is that he's an asshole.
Except for that
He's a big
the old
asshole.
Nick casts are uncomfortable around him anymore.
I don't know. I feel like I've heard that most of them are not that uncomfortable with it. I don't know.
Miranda Cosgrove is.
Like, didn't they do like a victorious Zoom call and he was there with them?
I don't remember.
I don't know. Like, he's not a part of the... Oh, I was going to talk about the iCarly revival. We'll talk about it next week.
Have you watched it?
Yeah, I've watched every episode so far. There's like 6 out already. It's not that bad, honestly. I like it. There's a... Is
it adult humor? Because that's what I wanted to know. Because I've heard a lot of talk, because another podcast I listened to talk about it. They said that they did the smart move, which is they realized that their target demographic for this has grown up and now it's time to make jokes. Yes. But I know that there was one joke that made no fucking sense, which was is that your fursuit? I'm not going to kink shame you. I know they made like a fursuit joke.
Oh yeah, I mean those are like so small, but there's actually been some good jokes. I guess I'll go ahead and say it. I mean, I'd rather talk to like when Micky's here, explain it. But
I mean, what I'm hoping to do is we all go and watch it. Did you watch it on Paramount or did you pirate it?
It's on Paramount. My parents have Paramount Plus for some reason.
Because I'm gonna have to try and pirate it.
I mean, I guess you should wait till all the episodes are out, which is I think there's probably 13 episodes and there's only 6 out.
Because I do want to watch it and talk about it.
Gibby won't be in it anymore. I mean, yeah, it's true, and Sam's not in it.
Yeah, because Gibby.
I feel like we might get Gibby eventually.
He might show up.
Yeah,
I don't see him. I don't see him not agreeing to do it because he's talked about like the Gibby thing in the past. He's like, yeah, it kind of like I'm always going to be really known as Gibby. He's like, you either just own it or you're ashamed by it.
Yeah, well, he's a recurring character on the Goldbergs, but that show is ending. So, I mean, I feel like there's a chance that if they do a season 2, which I think they will, that he might show up. Like, he needs to show up.
So,
yeah,
I want you to spoil like a couple of basic premises. Does she still have the show? Does she still do the show in the series?
Okay, so she went to college after like she graduated school in Italy or whatever. Mm-hmm. But she realized like she got more out of doing iCarly than actually like learning shit at college. So now she kind of has like a channel, like it's basically just like an Instagram live. So that's basically what she does. She doesn't have a co-host yet, which she has a new roommate, who I mean, technically could become the co-host, but they haven't even really talked about it. There hasn't been a lot of the actual iCarly on the show. They kind of just follow the characters.
I'm pretty sure it's just
fine.
It's just Carly and Freddie, or not Freddie, Spencer.
Well, yeah, Freddie's there too.
Is he really?
Yeah. Basically, Freddie. So Freddie's had 2 divorces. He married and divorced twice.
Is one of them Sam? Mentioned Sam?
Well, they haven't revealed it, but I'm pretty sure that's no, that's not the case. They talk about Sam. She's apparently in a biker gang now. That's what they said, or like the head of the biker gang. So that's what she did after Sam and Kat, I guess. Yeah, Freddie had 2 marriages. Both of them failed. But I think the second one, he ended up adopting his stepdaughter to one of them. For some reason. I don't know what happened to the mom in that scenario, but yeah, so he has like an adopted daughter. It's actually it's kind of interesting. That's interesting. So he's like in his 30s. Yeah, and apparently he's had 2 failed startups. One One of them was like funded, actually probably both were funded by Spencer, who got rich off his art.
Yeah, I saw that. I know that
Yeah.
that's an aspect that he finally struck rich off his art.
Yeah. So it's pretty funny. It's hilarious. At times, I will say. Neville came back for an episode where he gets married. You know, you remember Neville, right?
Yeah, the one that always tried to fucking basically rape Carly.
Yeah.
If you look back on it, that's kind of a fucked up aspect of the show.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was weird for sure.
Non-consensual romantic relations.
But also, his character is supposed to be like 11.
I mean,
So,
yeah, but still, it's a weird topic.
I feel like kids probably.
I mean, yeah,
it definitely is. Not rape Rue, says Kaz. It's a good one.
Oh shit! I didn't even notice Ghost Hand. Sorry, I didn't mean. Yeah, he was talking about the Spider-Man shit. Sorry, I had the article pulled up. I totally missed your comment, Ghost Hand. Sorry.
Yeah, but
yeah, he agrees.
So far.
He agrees with Garfield being the good Spider-Man. That's his opinion. He doesn't buy the dorkiness though. He's too good.
Yeah.
He's too good looking.
Yeah, I think that's the general consensus for Garfield's Spider-Man
yeah,
movies.
He is kind of too good looking. Is there any more topics we want to hit on before we hit the... I know there's one that I want to talk about real quick. And it's...
you can go... Yeah, go with yours.
So, right to repair. Do you know what that is?
Oh, yeah.
So that's been a big thing in Congress in the past couple... I don't know if it's been as big. I haven't seen a lot of news on it, but it was big a couple weeks ago. And so if you don't know what right to repair is... So... For the biggest example is Apple. Apple makes products, phones, laptops, and they don't release any information on how to repair their products. And they make it like they go out of their way to make it hard for people to repair their products. They want specialized people to work for them, to work for repairs, and they want you to go through them for repairs. And if not, they usually just want you to replace it with the newest thing. And so a big thing with Congress right now is people have been they want politicians to make a law for manufacturers to actually release information on how to fix these products to third party and outside like repair shops, because people are tired of like them monopolizing the repair services and keeping people from repairing products. And so right now let me see what the amendment is. But they took it to Congress. Yeah, they took it to Congress because they wanted it to be passed. Yeah, today, Congressman Joe Morrell introduced legislation to guarantee consumers and small businesses a right to repair their own products by requiring manufacturers to make diagnostic repair information parts and tools readily available.
Yeah.
Which that would be great because I had my own situation of trying to do this. Lisa found a pair of like a skin kit, like a shell replacement kit for Switch Joy-Cons.
Oh, yeah.
And they were going to make my... I think I have one sitting right here. No, I don't. But I was going to take the shell off my Joy-Cons and replace them with a kit that I found. And I can't do that because the screws on the Switch Joy-Cons they're not like your Phillips head. They're like a triangle prong.
Yeah.
It's like a 3-star shape. And I fucking hate it.
This isn't going to be visible. Yeah, it's not visible, but yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking star-shaped and I hate it. But yeah, so they actually took it to Congress and they're trying to get that passed. I don't know if it passed or not. Let me check. Pass Congress. Did it pass? I think it... Yeah, it's not started right now. Apparently, Apple co-founder Steve Steve Wozniak is on board with it, despite the fact that the company does not want it to pass.
Yeah. Well,
So,
that's just something you say. You're like, yeah, we totally want this.
I mean, yeah. But at the same time, I don't know. I hope it passes because it does get hard to repair stuff.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it needs to.
Is there any topics you want to get to before we enter the tier list section of the podcast?
No, we can move these to next week.
All
or
right.
just not talk about them.
Adobe Creative Cloud. I got to pull this up and so we can stream it.
Thing is, I know I made one already. Where did I put that?
Wait, did you really make a tier list?
Yeah, I did it after you had left. Crap. Where did I put it? Did I just do text? I don't even remember. I was drunk. Pretty drunk at that point. Already. Or I was getting drunk at the end of it for sure.
Okay. Wait, hold on.
I was like, oh gosh. Yeah, that stream didn't last much longer. Well, I mean, it went for a while, but.
Create new. All right. Here's where you get to see me fucking put Photoshop into action. Where did I put the tier list at?
Yeah, while you do that, let me look. Where is my God? I'm trying to think if I did it. I did a text file. It wasn't even a tier list. It was just a ranking.
Here's my.
That's what I did.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, it's got to be in here somewhere. Oh, yeah, I got it.
Delete that. File.
Text is so huge.
Place embedded. I saved the seltzers somewhere on here.
You want to... What, you have like... Do you have images of them?
Yeah, I had my picture that I took the day of.
I can just
Where did I
list
save those? Maybe I saved them down here. Well, I need the pictures to put so I can put them in the.
Oh yeah, I guess. Okay, yeah, you're actually.
I'm gonna have to save them again. Podcast chat. Save image. Seltzers. Oh, it does exist. Okay.
I'll go ahead and take a shot for no reason.
Place embedded. So apparently it is down here somewhere. Oh, that's why. Okay. I see why it didn't save. Pictures. God damn it.
Yeah, here's the ocean water I just finished before I took that shot. Not bad. Even though it's one of the worst ones. I don't know. I was kind of vibing with it somehow.
Oh, the
I was
ocean
drinking
water?
it pretty casually. Even though I know you hated it.
I'm just...
Spoilers, but...
I'm not the biggest fan of coconut. And that one definitely wasn't the best.
Yeah. It wasn't ocean watery. It was coconutty. Like...
I'm going to have to fucking...
I'll be right back.
I'm gonna have to fucking snipping tool this bitch. File, save as. Okay. Hard work. Seltzers.
Of course, I grabbed a lower tier flavor.
Which one did you grab?
Lemonade.
Oh yeah. Okay, here we go.
That was definitely low on mine.
Here's the fun part. All right, so now I gotta.
What's that ice cream cone, bro?
Select and mask.
Yeah, sorry guys, no trivia this week. Since we don't have Micky, so we're doing this instead.
Okay. So we got mango We got mango here.
Guava.
I gotta get the rest. Doesn't take me too long. Selected mask. New layer.
Oh, I guess I'll explain. So we've talked about it before on the podcast, but basically the Sonic Hard Seltzers are a limited time thing. Well, not.
Yeah, tell them. Hey, tell
We'll
them.
see.
Tell them about the. Give them the rundown of like where it's available, and then also tell them the story of how long it took you to get these fuckers.
Okay, so it was announced a long time ago, like earlier this year, that like towards the beginning of the year, that they were going to be Sonic Drive-In hard seltzers, and they'd be mainly exclusive to Oklahoma. And they were supposed to come out in like mid-May or late May or something, or early May actually, I think. And it would be available at like grocery stores, like Walmart and like other grocery places, and then it'd be at the liquor stores, like gas stations. And so by the time May rolled around, they were like, we got them. And well, they may have some places in Oklahoma, but they did not make enough. There was way too much demand, not enough supply for these Sonic Hard Seltzers. Oh boy. Yeah, not nearly enough. Apparently they sold out very quickly. And the only places that probably even got any at all were like bigger cities. Like guaranteed, because around us, we're in a smaller area. Well, I mean, you're not really there, but you're kind of there. Smaller area, less population. Didn't seem like we got more than probably like 30 packs of these Sonic Hard Seltzers in like a 30-minute area.
Oop,
so those sold out quick. That's like me guesstimating completely because I have no idea.
Wasn't it Oklahoma only?
It's supposed to be Oklahoma only, but there's some in Texas, Arkansas, not Missouri. I don't think it was Missouri. Maybe Kansas. I don't know.
I was gonna go look and see if they had any at Macadoodles.
Yeah.
So I might do that sometime.
Which I don't know. You can check stock with like what they have in stock at Macadoodles, right? Online.
I don't know. I don't know if they're like a chain like that, or if they're just.
Well, I don't know. They definitely have more than one location. I know that because I've been to a different one besides the one that you're close to. But yeah, you might be able to check. I feel like I looked up on their website before.
Okay, I got 2 more seltzers to pop out, and then we can get started.
Anyway, so yeah, we weren't able to get the Sonic Hard Seltzers for a while. There's 2 packs. There's citrus. There's tropical. Couldn't find either because they were either never in stock or they only ordered. Well, they probably ordered a bunch. They just only received barely any. So they sold out in like day 1, and then they didn't resupply until like it was probably like 2 weeks ago. I got that email because I had been subscribed to their website to notify me when more was in stock. And they said like, we got the Sonic Hard Seltzers coming at you all over your town. And I checked that day and they did not have it. And I called, well, I didn't even call liquor stores. Did I? No, maybe I did. And they didn't have it. And I was like, okay, then the website is off. The email was not right. And then the next day I'm leaving work and one of the liquor stores, the one that was like very close to me, they put on Facebook that they received the Sonic Hard Seltzers, but they had like only like 6 packs of them, and they weren't holding any. Like you couldn't do holds. So I called and I was like, "Do you still have any left?" And they're like, "We have 1 left, but we're not doing holds." But I was like literally 2 minutes away, so I just drove over there. I ended up getting the citrus pack. So I got that one on the first day that they actually had them. Our town had them, at least. Wait, was it the same day that Tyler went?
I think it was.
Oh, it was. It was. Okay, so maybe they only had them. The town only had them for probably this one day. Anyways, later, like after that, I was like, I'm not gonna check any other thing. I'm just glad to have gotten the citrus ones. But Tyler, my good friend Tyler, he's been in some of my YouTube videos. He was like, I'm gonna start checking like all these other places. I'll check Walmart and stuff, you know. I haven't checked this one liquor store. You call them and see if they have them real quick. And I'm like, sure. So I called them and they got them. And it sounded like no one had even bought any of them yet. So I think the fact that they didn't post their stuff on Facebook kind of prevented people from going. Because that other liquor store, they always post what they get on Facebook. So maybe people had seen it.
Here comes the tier list.
All right.
So Jerry, let's go. Yeah. Let's start with obviously the winner. Mango guava. Mango guava. Yeah. We agree that mango guava is the best.
Yep.
So mango guava is my top one. Going S tier. Oh, actually, do you think it deserves S tier as a seltzer? Like as far as seltzers go, do you believe it's S tier?
It has more flavor than like.
Which is why I think it should go up here in S tier.
Ooh, yeah, for sure, yeah, exactly.
Ocean water. This is going to be a shared opinion because personally I don't like it, but you do.
I don't. It's mid tier for me. It's honestly mid tier.
So for mid tier, are we thinking B tier or C tier?
I don't love it. I don't love it for sure. I don't really hate it. Oh, you're thinking C tier? Yeah,
I'm thinking C tier.
Probably.
Okay.
Well, to be honest, out of all 8, I have this one listed as 7. So
you have this one listed as 7, so this might be D tier then.
Yes. When I had it just then, it wasn't that bad, but when I had it after you left and I ranked them, I was like tasting each one. I was getting drunk. Mm-hmm. I was already drunk at that point, and I was trying to taste them, so that probably didn't help. I was like, what's better? Like, I would taste one, be like, I would think about it. I would drink another one, and I'd be like, which one what do I think is better? What would I rather drink? And I'd be like, shoot, I have to try it again. So I would taste like the same two. And I'd be like, well, okay, I guess I'd like this one better. And that's how I was determining my order. But yeah, ocean water ended up 7.
All right. Melon Medley, where do we feel? I personally, that one was number 7 for me.
Dude, that was number 8 for me, bro. I cannot. There's something about Melon Medley, bro.
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna put it in D tier.
It's so weird.
I didn't like it as much either.
Thinking about it tastes like fucking toothpaste or something. I don't know. Maybe
Not toothpaste. Crazy. It tastes like medicine.
It gave me toothpaste, but maybe. Dude,
what toothpaste have you had that was melon flavor?
I don't even know. It just had the same vibes. I think that's why it's 8 on my list. Literally.
Oh shit! No virgins. Me. Yes, absolutely. None of us here are virgins. 100%. Guess I'm breaking the fucking rules then. Oh, sorry, dude. You got to get out of here. Just kidding. You can view the podcast, but you can't be on the podcast. The podcast is for no virgins.
Still waiting for someone to become a virgin again after losing it. But
after losing it, what you're waiting for them to lose their virginity and it comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to a boomerang.
Welcome to the show, Hurt Young. Right now we are now ranking the Sonic hard seltzers that we tried recently, which the reviews still should still be up on Jerry's channel. The VOD should be. But yeah, never pop that do not consume open seal. Exactly. So Jerry, I think we should move on. Before we move on to Lemon Berry, we should move on to the classics, the Lemonade, Limeade. What are we feeling? I personally didn't mind the Lemonade as much, but the Limeade was absolute ass.
Dude, your thing looks so wonky on mine. Your screen looks so wonky.
Oh, trust me.
It's just like low quality, yeah.
It's as wonky as you think it is.
And there is actually wonkiness happening too. I don't know, mid-tier.
I'm thinking
for sure.
I'm thinking Lemonade's gonna be
the Limeade. Ooh, Wait, lemonade's gonna be D?
B.
Oh.
And limeade is C.
I ended up with limeade over lemonade, but I think they were close. That was definitely one where I was comparing several times. I was definitely drinking both, trying to figure out what I liked.
I'm gonna be generous and put them both in B. Because they were pretty close.
I mean, and let me try lemonade real quick again, since I picked it out.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna need a fresh taste.
Like, that's actually not bad for a seltzer. Like, that's actually kind of good. That's what, like...
So you're thinking that should be A tier?
It makes it so crazy. Like, just thinking about that, like, you could probably put both of those in B tier. Or maybe limeade C tier, but I don't remember. I'd have to taste limeade again. There was a reason I put limeade above lemonade, and it may have just been, like, vibes at the time.
I'm gonna put limeade in C and keep lemonade and beer in B.
Beer tier.
What did you think about orange pineapple? Because I thought it was C tier at best.
Yeah, I had it. That was my fourth. That was my fourth out of 8. So
yeah, I don't know. That was my fourth as well.
Oh, interesting. Wait, so does that mean that you had lemonade as 3?
No, I had lemonade as 5, which is...
Oh, but you're putting lemonade at B, but you're saying your fourth would go C tier?
I'm saying that I think I might have fucked up tasting lemonade first. Because I remember not liking the orange
so
as much.
So much craziness on the screen.
But the lemonade I didn't think was that bad.
I don't remember orange pineapple that much.
It wasn't...
I feel like I liked it.
It wasn't that great for me because it was... I don't know. It was not a good mix.
Oh my God, what is happening on your freaking screen?
What do you mean?
Dude, you should see what I see. Do you see what I see? Oh, it looks good now, though.
Let's say, because
are you like moving around your windows?
I'm swapping between tabs.
Okay, swapping between tabs has made the share your screen look very wonky.
Okay, because I swap because it's kind of... I can't like show this interface at the same time. So when we have a conversation, I pull up our webcams.
Okay, that's when things usually go to shit.
Okay. Yeah. Lemonberry. For me, A tier. I liked lemonberry a lot. I didn't like it as much as mango, but I really liked... I had
lemonberry at 3. I think it was an A tier. Yep, I had it at 3. I think it's an A tier.
All right, I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna have it at A tier.
I really liked it.
So here it is, official Sonic Seltzer tier list.
Wait, where'd you put cherry limeade?
Was cherry limeade a flavor? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
It disappeared, or you didn't cut it.
2, 3. Oh, did I seriously not cut it? Oh shit. Okay, give me a second. I can cut that real quick.
Wait, was cherry limeade your best one?
No, cherry limeade is my number 3.
Oh, it was your third. Yeah, it was my number 2. Which I would also... I'm debating S tier, A tier. I feel like maybe A tier. Like just going off memory.
Hold on.
Did you not make... Wait, is it not its own...
Hold on.
Layer?
Yeah, I fucked up. Give me a second.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I had to make sure I was on the seltzers. Apparently wasn't on the seltzers.
I think it would be funny if somehow, now that Sonic Drive-In has done a seltzer, that Sonic the Hedgehog does a seltzer for the new movie.
Wait, is there another... have they announced the new movie?
Yeah, they had the logo reveal a while ago.
Oh shit! All right, last one. Cherry limeade. What are you feeling? I'm feeling another A tier on this one.
I think it's A.
You think it's A?
I think literally you can't go wrong with lemon berry, mango guava, or cherry limeade. You're gonna think they're top tier. I think.
The tastes,
Like,
there are a lot of tastes that are hard to go wrong with. It's hard to go wrong with berry. It's hard to go wrong with cherry. Mango was a surprise upset, honestly, for me, because I usually don't like mango as much.
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy how good mango guava was. And remember, whenever I made my list, I was kind of drunk at that point because I had basically drinking parts of 8 different seltzers.
Huh.
Using that epic gray on that gray.
Trying to
gray on gray.
How the fuck is it? I don't know what the fuck's been going on with.
So yeah, Logan is typing in No Virgins Podcast Sonic Seltzer tier list. He's adding that via text to his tier list. Now it's white. It's visible. This is for the audio listeners. All 0 of them.
Yeah. Well, we don't have the audio form available yet, but it will be available soon.
It'll be there. And people on my stream are just loving the weird Logan switching tabs thing.
I'm not switching tabs right now.
Interesting.
All right. Export. Quick export as PNG.
Maybe pictures. I don't know. It would sometimes just do like the actual image itself instead of seeing Photoshop.
There we go.
It would like zoom in. It's weird. Oh, nice. Cool.
I don't need to save it because I have no plans on using it again.
All right. Oh, okay. Dope. That works for me.
Wait, hold on. How come my thing stopped capturing?
I don't know, but I'm fine with it because it was giving me seizures.
Yeah. And then I'm going to post it in our chat so Micky can see it. Where's Seltzer tier list?
Okay, we might need to speed run the what we're watching. Well, we're not really speed run, but
we'll do a very quick.
Yeah, which I don't have a lot, anyways.
Okay, so is there anything that you were playing like at all?
Technically on stream, I started Psychonauts, which I am interested in playing. I like Psychonauts. It's a cool little platformer. James Willem approved. Good old Funhouse business back there. And the second game is going to come out at some point. So, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. I like the dialogue in it, the voice acting too. It's wacky and weird. What have I been watching? Oh, so To Your Eternity is a pretty good anime that I think premiered like the most recent anime season. Not the newest one, but the one before that.
I haven't been keeping
it's really
up with
good
anime releases, so you'll have to tell me about it.
This is like a really good one. It's a really sad one too. The first episode is very sad of To Your Eternity, which I watched it a while ago. I very recently watched the next episode and the episode after that. So I've seen the first 3. I think there's like 12 or 13 out already. But the first episode made me cry, and like you get the vibes throughout the second and third episode that it could get really sad as well. It's a very emotional anime.
That's interesting.
I don't want to go into too much of spoilers at all, honestly. Like, you should honestly go in blind. It's so interesting.
I think,
but yeah, it's very emotional, even at the first episode. And then basically watching My Hero season 5 as it airs with Jacob, my brother. I mean, if you guys don't know, and Reincarnated as a Slime season 2 part 2 started back up.
That's such a good one.
Yeah. So watching that as it airs with Jacob as well. And that's all I'm watching.
So as for playing, I'm probably going to start streaming Destiny 2 more because Matthew has gotten back into Destiny like full force, and so is Gage. So me, Gage, and Matthew have been grinding Destiny because they've been really getting back into it, and I'm glad about that since the new DLC comes out soon. And I can't imagine they'll get burnt out before the new DLC that comes out in like a couple months. But I've been doing that. I found a new pixel horror game that I've been interested in. I played some of it today on stream during the afternoon. I need you to, you have to watch me do it, Jerry, because it's an interesting game. The premise of it is You're a little girl in the house. The house is cursed, and there's freak accidents that happen to your family. And there's multiple different endings that you can do, but one of the endings that I'm trying to do, that it's the one of the few that I know of, is you have to save your family from being killed by all the freak accidents. And there's a lot of dangers and stuff you have to avoid in the house. It's super creepy, and it's really cool, and I'm going to try and finish it. The other thing I've been doing is I went to my first Yu-Gi-Oh tournament because I found out that so usually what in the Yu-Gi-Oh game, what people refer to as like locals, they're called locals, and it's where people in your town meet up to play games. And I just thought it was people that meet up to play. I didn't know it was actual tournaments. And so let me grab my bag here because I have my souvenir from going. But they had at Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments, they give away these things called OTS packs. And they're basically card packs that you can only get from participating in tournaments and winning them as a prize in tournaments. So when you sign up, which I did, it's $5 entry. You get a pack, which I've already opened. You get a pack of a pack with 3 cards. I can show you.
Did you do it on stream?
No, I didn't. I opened it at the tournament because I wanted to see if I got something good.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
actually.
I opened it there. I can show you what I pulled. It's I actually have it on me. I think I have it in my trade binder. But yeah, I went. What I liked about it was really cool actually playing in person against different people. It's been really fun. I'll show you the deck I made. I did Witchcrafters. And so this is like the boss monster. She's a fucking anime girl witch character.
Yeah, on my screen, your webcam was so blurry for me that
Here, let me. Like. I'll pull up a picture. I'll pull up a picture of it on Google. Because it's a lot funnier if you see what the card looks like. Here, this is one of the main monsters for my deck. Can you see it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
They're fucking, like, here's all the different monsters. There's Witchcrafter, Pottery, Hane, Edel.
Okay, well, now it's blurry again.
Oh, sorry.
Even with your screen. I mean, yeah, kind of inevitable. That's fine.
They're a bunch of anime characters. Anyways, that's what I played with. I found out that it's a decent deck. I found out that this is very much a play-to-win game and that the people that have more money than you are going to be able to buy better cards. So I got my ass whooped by people that could afford the good stuff. But it was fun. I got to do trades. So there's this one card that I've been wanting really badly from my Blue Eyes deck that was like $20. And I traded it for a card that is also really valuable, but I never used it in anything and I didn't plan to. So I got it as a trade for something that I actually wanted. And then my tournament pack pull was this. This goes for $7. So it's not the worst thing to pull in the world.
Okay. It looks interesting. What is it called?
Tri-Brigade Nerval. So it's an archetype card. So it's something that it's an archetype card you can't get in like normal like release sets that you purchase. You can only get it in a tournament pack. So it was actually a pretty good pull. I was happy about it. My thoughts on the experience, it was fun. I'm going to go back and play again. I especially want to go back and get more tournament packs because that's cool. Because eventually we're going to get to the part where you can actually start winning them. But due to COVID, they haven't been selling the packs for now. But that's going to start back up soon. I want to go win some packs. I was expecting lots of neckbeards and really stinky people that didn't use deodorant.
But that's just a stereotype.
There was their fair share of those people. So there was a couple weirdos. There was one guy that smelled really bad, and then the neckbeard was the guy that ran the event. But he was nice. He was cool to talk to, but there was some fucking creepy people. There was this one guy that I'm pretty sure I traded him for a card that I was actually happy, and I traded him for a card I didn't really need, but he was fucking weird. Like, he wore like thick leather bracelets. He had like chains on. He was wearing like a fucking full face mask, and he didn't talk at all. And his hair was like super long and black, and he wouldn't like talk at all. He would just point at stuff. He'd be like, point at my trade binder. I was like, oh, do you want to look through? He's like, and then I'd open it. He'd point at the one. He'd point at the one he wanted, and I'd be like, what do you got to trade? He'd pull his binder out, open, and I'd look through it. I'd be like, I want this.
Still
one.
hasn't said a word.
Hasn't said a word. And he'd go,
oh, Jesus Christ!
It's fucking creepy, but I got a good card, so I don't care. I can even show you the card I got. Fucking, I was actually happy because it was one that I needed.
Yeah, generally I'm not into like actual card games, but I do find the idea of trading cards.
This is the one I got.
It's a currency to trade, because like in sports, professional sports, you trade players, and you sometimes include draft picks.
That's the thing I've had to get used to in this game, is that these cards are very much a currency. Cards have a very set value that fluctuate. And so anytime I see trades happening or I do trades, basically people are basically trying to trade for real world value. Like, I traded $20 for $20 is basically what I traded to get. Let me see if I have it up front and available. There was a blue eyes card that I wanted. It goes for 20. I traded it for another card that goes for 20. So I literally just traded $20 for fucking $20. There's this one right here.
$20 is $20.
This card's $20. I traded it for another $20 card. I'm happy. I'll actually use this one. So, yeah, other than the sweaty and stinky people, the other people that I played with was fun. And I found out that someone I go to school with plays. So at least I have a familiar face when I play. But yeah, that's what I'm playing. As far as watching, I decided to go watch Rick and Morty season 4 because I'd never watched it, because season 5 came out, or is out, and it's doing 2 episodes, and it's pretty good so far. But yeah, that's mostly my views right now. Speaking of watching, I went and showed my mom Nathan For You, and now she's hooked on that show.
Yes. Amazing show. If you haven't watched it,
she fucking loves
Nathan
that
For
show.
You is awesome. It's so good. It's basically about this guy. He went to a Canadian business school.
And he says he got very good grades, and his report card is like B's and C's.
He did, technically. And now he tries to help out small businesses.
It's fucking good. It's on Hulu.
It's hilarious.
It's on Comedy Central. You can go watch it. It's really good. But yeah, I think I might, if Matthew doesn't want to grind tonight, I might stream House like late tonight. But other than that, I don't know.
That's the game you were talking about, the horror game?
Yeah. It's cool. If you're up later, you might tune in or hang out and watch. Depends on what I'm doing.
Maybe. Oh, so something I forgot. I finally played Little Hope, the Dark Pictures anthology.
Did you really? Was it good?
Little Hope. I don't want to spoil it, but you know how in the previous games, you actually felt like your actions had consequences.
Is there no consequences at all in this one?
Once you get to the ending, you'll realize that it like there's no, like, for if you want extended lore, maybe, but not even. It does one of those like classic sins that you can do in like a show or a movie that like kind of makes the previous parts of the movie or film or show like irrelevant. Kind of. It feels like it's lost a lot of meaning. Like, that might kind of spoil it if you like think really hard about it. But it's just not as interesting because the replayability doesn't feel as good. Like, definitely would just rather watch YouTube for the rest of like the choices. That's all I'm going to say. Like, Man of Medan and Until Dawn, especially Until Dawn. Until Dawn, your choices matter than that one a shit ton. Man Medan, it also.
It was a little bit. It wasn't as much, but there was definitely a couple. People could die.
Yeah, people can, and I mean they technically can die in this one. That's what I'll say. I mean that might give it away, but yeah, Little Hope was okay. I mean, it had some interesting sequences. There were some like back and forth like QuickTime events where you'd be one character and then it'd like freeze frame. And then it would go back to the other character by you, and you'd have to do more QuickTime events, which is something that hasn't happened in the series. Mm-hmm. Which was, I thought that action scene was kind of cool, but other than that, it was not as good as Man of Medan. Definitely not as good as Until Dawn. We'll see. I mean, they still got 2 more of them. The fact that they're $30 is awesome. Like I think it's amazing that they're not doing $60 games, especially after their big one Until Dawn was $60, which it probably should have been cheaper, but Until Dawn was also longer than both of those, so
it had a lot more replayability too.
Yeah. But yeah, that was good. So I'm also watching Loki. I should probably have said that, but we're gonna talk about it later, so I don't want to talk too much. Like Loki's good.
We'll talk about it after the last episode of the season.
I think it's the most interesting of the 3 MCU shows we've had so far. Mm-hmm. And then I also watched the first 2 episodes of Monsters at Work. Have you heard about this?
I have not.
You know Monsters Inc.?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Disney Plus has like a sequel type thing, like a series. It's like a comedy. It's a workplace comedy. It's like The Office, but Monsters Inc.
Shit, and I might watch that then.
They got the voices for Mike and Sully back, and then you could kind of just assume they would just be like a small cameo role, but they've actually been like main characters in the first 2 episodes.
Oh,
so it's pretty cool, honestly. And it takes place right after Monsters Inc. It's like basically this guy got hired, like he went from the college, in Monsters University. Mm-hmm. He's like he got a letter saying that he got hired as a new scarer for Monsters Inc.
Oh, and but he arrives there. So he has to adapt to their change.
He arrives there, and it's literally the day after. Like he got recommended, or like the letter says like Water News, which was like the bad guy from Monsters Inc., like the head.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, that's cool. Yeah. So he has to like adapt, and he ends up like, since he's not able to be a jokester at all, they send him to like this crew called the Myth Crew, and they're like a bunch of misfits, and they just like repair shit and stuff. But it's pretty funny, honestly. It's kind of like The Office, but Monsters Inc. in it. It has a lot of the Monsters Inc. like fun.
I'll have to check it out. That's funny. That's cool.
It's pretty good. Yeah. Disney Plus. First 2 episodes are out. I think there's going to be 10, and it's going to be weekly, like every Disney Plus show.
Well, sweet. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll start wrapping up. Jerry, plug your shit.
Yeah. All right. You can find me on Twitch at ProdigyJerry, or on Twitter at JerryProdigy, or YouTube at JTroll, but I don't upload as much anymore. I only upload my VOD highlights, but that's once in a blue moon. Or you can find my Funyuns rap there as well.
You can find me here at twitch.tv/rhymetime98. You can find me on Twitter at rhyme.tv, rhymettv. You can find me on YouTube, rhymetime98ttv. And I think I'm going to start linking our Discord in the description of the YouTube so people can join. I might add like a topics suggestion box or talk about episodes and stuff. But yeah. I'm going to try and actually start getting people to use the Discord. It's been empty for too long. I need to start like actually getting people to use it and actually being active in it. So that's probably going to be my next project. But until then, this has been episode 3 of the No Versions podcast. Sans Micky. Micky will hopefully be back next week. He had some family stuff that comes up. He's a busy guy now, but hopefully our boy will come home. So thanks everybody for watching, and see you next week.
See you guys.
Goodbye. Bye.